me a way out of here! Help! Police!
We're in bed with the Russians.
Of course it.
He said that?
Sraná plechovka.
Coward! You disgust me. Every Aug is a coward at heart, afraid to confront their natural limits. Fucking asshole.
Zatracený augové.
Hey, does anyone here that Hey you, with the sunglasses.
If you're not shopping...
You're looking for the best prices in Prague. I'm not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. That's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
Hey, you. We got multi...
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here. You try.
Come on.
Sure.
This is fantastic. The cause is very, very grateful. Take this. A gift for a true freedom fighter. That's not just a...
And then I said, "You want how much?" And then he said, I got a right to refuse service to anyone. I do not do business with clanks.
How much? That's not bad.
Please see the reception.
Where are you, Mr. Jensen? You said you were coming.
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit.
Anomaly detect access granted.
Alex, you still with me? I'm accessing the biometric terminal now. How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife representative and clone it.
I thought he said the card was blank.
Technically, I said it. Sorry. But the card should be active now. Find the elevator to the basement and try it.
Giant VersaLife's cutting-edge rock facility to find a more aggressive cure. Sources inside the LSC campus tell me
The access card worked, Alex. I'm in the elevator, heading down.
Janus is good, man. He said security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact soon.
Meaning I'll be on my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their terminal. Janus should be able to contact you directly once it's installed. He had me load a bunch of malware on it. Of course, you have to reach the vault access. This room and call down the VersaLife vault first. If you're stopped by security...
It's basically a data haven. It means we deal with the biggest, the richest, and the most powerful.
And those are the ones with the most to hide. Right here in those containers.
See, but they're also the ones under the most scrutiny. The ones that must jump through the most hoops.
Rightfully so. You only answer the stock orders. The bottom line is your only concern. Let me tell you, the way you make decisions is completely skewed.
How would you know? You're a security guard.
Just in case somehow you can hear me, I'm about to call down the Versalite vault, Alex. Janice, can you hear me?
Yes. The link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
Wait, what are you doing?
The data rod contains a seeker program. It's flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
Wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
Hello?
Bob, it's Megan. Those orchid samples you told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
I asked him not to bother you with that.
It's okay. I told him he could. But it's just... I've never heard of this GARM facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary. Listen, the changes we made to the orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan. I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault in case your research gets corrupted.
You are?
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I just wanted to be sure this time. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my dear.
Megan.
Dr. Reed, you seem disappointed. She joined VersaLife shortly before Seraph Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
I don't suppose you know anything about this facility in Switzerland.
GARM? I've been digging into it ever since your ex said the name. It was a geological research center until 2025, when Bell Tower Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I guess they also forgot to mention the Spec Ops unit that went AWOL. I have to get to GARM.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the Orchid.
That's everything. Unless they're storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Janus, can you hear me? I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
We don't have a lot of time, Mr. Jensen. We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this one. I might be able to save a life or two with this, if the Orchid shows up again.
Visual on code 0, confirmed. Confirmed, the one down. Zero on wide. Confirmed. On wide. Wide search. Nothing. Confirmed. Limited pattern initiated. Begin limited.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Separation of the classes. Clear the air. All of the legislation is to ensure that
I don't like you, and I don't want to talk.
Can you just go already?
Miller, it's Jensen. I've got a lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you?
If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab, and you'll see.
Stay quiet. Just make it through this shift.
Man, did you hear Lazarus is late? He says the Illuminati.
You shouldn't listen to that crap. It will rot your brain.
Are you insane? He's the only one telling us the truth.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Accidentally. The time machine.
Things with Otar aren't going so well, Jensen.
Sorry about your place, Kohler. Are you alright?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, I just kind of...
What's this game?
You know, I actually had some real good books up there. The bookstore was kind of a front, sure, but it was my the version of me I presented to the world. That means something.
It means whatever deal you thought you had with the Diwalis is apparently off.
My deal? Right.
There's something you're not telling me about why Otar's got it in for you.
Maybe he is just angry, you know? He takes it out on me because I'm prettier than he is. Or maybe he just really doesn't like books. It's possible, right? Look, let's just optimize that rig of yours, huh? You got the neuroplasticity for me or what?
It's that free game, Mankind Divided.
I know you may not want to talk about what happened to your store.
I get where you're coming from, okay? But try to understand, Jensen. I'm a guy who likes to respect privacy. Especially if the other person is someone who can kill me. Which is real good for you, actually. It goes both ways.
You're willing to ignore what happened?
I am trying to protect myself. Maybe next time they don't just burn the store, huh?
I rely on you, Kohler. And I'm willing to help if I can. I don't want to have to identify your remains next time I come in for a tune-up.
Neither of us want that. But sometimes, it's better to sweep the ashes under the rug. Now come on! Let's optimize that rig of yours.
You can't hide forever. What are you gonna do when Otar comes back?
What do you expect from me? I am tangled up with these people now. This is what I get for saying yes to Radic. But what choice did I have? What choice do I have now?
Your choice is to tell me what the hell is going on. What does Otar want from you?
He wants to know what I know about Radic. That Radic needs me. The way you need me, Jensen. You understand?
Radic is augmented.
The head of the Diwali man. If Otar finds this out, if any of the Diwali finds this out, they are not very open-minded about these things.
Yeah, I get it, Kohler. So what are you gonna do?
When augmented people ask for help, I help them. I continue to help Radic.
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
Don't know.
Why this nigga look like Neo from the Matrix LHFH?
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
It's funny as hell. I gotta figure out how to take this damn PlayStation voice off. Give me 1 second. Cause that bitch started talking, scared the shit out of me. Damn. Alright, you said this nigga look like Neo from the Matrix. When I first played this shit though, it's funny you said that because I thought the same thing. I was like, this nigga looks like he need to be some off the damn Matrix. This nigga look like Neo fucking what a motherfucking bird in my tail.
See what they did to her?
They're making me blocked off in my crib? Hold on.
Why are we drawn to such things? What's wrong with us?
It is not unhealthy to be curious about
Arresting? You know who? By now?
Orders are orders. Johnny's not going anywhere. What's your
Can't
hurry?
let them get away with
I
this.
will
Have
give
to
the
tell
same
us.
orders you were.
Damn.
I know all about
Don't
our
talk to the
work.
police. I give up. I must talk to
Do
you
me a
about what
favor,
happened.
At least pretend to look for evidence.
You don't think he
Put
did
them
it?
off the phone.
I do think he did it.
Yeah, fucking
But I
did.
also think we should
can't
at
let
least
them get
try
away
to
with
prove it. If that's okay with you.
Anything you say.
I must talk to you about what happened.
Away from the crimes. Sir.
You can't let them get away with this.
Have you found anything? Daria says something, but apparently she doesn't talk to cops.
We can't let them get away with this.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
You have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I work with someone else, another agency.
That's perfect. You outrank the police?
Depends who you ask.
The detective here, he's not willing. I got the feeling he doesn't care.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
Oh, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
It's natural to be scared.
And you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an Og.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Who do you think they are?
Wish we could just shoot any Og we see. Away from the crimes, sir. Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean either.
wasn't for Johnny, I might have pegged you for this.
I don't want to kill you, bitch, for something.
Keep giving you updates every few minutes.
Didn't think so.
I think he found something.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. And she had enemies.
Here, there's been a series of these.
Tabloids write that shit you saw copies. No, this was... It's always...
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
Che vi resta?
We're 2 years too late already.
Yeah, thought as much.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
Wish we could just shoot any out we see.
Didn't think so.
What the fuck else am I looking for?
Maybe tomorrow. These assholes. We'll try anything.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
Something is going to push them into attacking us.
What? Hey, does anyone here a grandkid?
This one, and then it's like 30 minutes for the battlefield because the game done. It's just downloading all my DLC. The DLC in the online part instead of 30 minutes. Hold on, let me check it out. Yeah, 30 minutes. Should have been money too. I thought the pay for this was going on. So it's one of the country road. Oh, cheating ass. He did all that cheating in the regular season just to get their ass whooped. I like this game, but it's gonna look. I like how it's open world. You get to choose to do the missions you want to do. You can kill civilians if you want to. You can run from the police. You can break into buildings any kind of way you want to. You can drag bodies off. And it's a decent little game. That's why I like this story. I didn't even play the first one. This is supposed to be the second one. When you first started, they give you like you would watch a 15-minute video to see what happened in the first one. That's what I did.
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Man, go talk to these little girl boys down there. Here at the crib.
Where are you going? Did you bring anything to drink? Bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
Pick questions like
she has a name
and shit.
Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called. Told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight. Being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you do.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I'm familiar with their retirement plan. Looks like they're treating you real well, Johnny.
Fuck you. I was a New South Wales man. Hell, I'm still there. Probably gonna spend the rest of my life trying to get out. See, this is the price a man pays to no longer take orders. And something tells me you're not paying it.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made them ready.
Quit screwing around! You can't go in there.
Dr. Stansfield Christensen. It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve?
When? Not when. Step back. A devastating blow against basic rights. Social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The dog incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. How we can coexist.
You'd steal from me?
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false, then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false.
I did just steal from the thing. Rather from
I'm not augmented, but I have many friends who are.
Just need a drink, right? I'm supposed to find evidence. Compelling evidence.
This is Eliza Kassan.
This nigga house so damn dirty. Stop trying to find evidence. Use dehydrate from smoking dope. Please dehydrate.
Where you going? Where you going?
Well, they keep shit hidden on this damn thing.
Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to reaching the
Hate to see what these hogs have done.
Did not see me working.
Start.
Fine. Go.
This can't be happening to me.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
People hold a hell of a... ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Og or no Og.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Oh, little Miss Mousy. I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe. But keep in mind, she was an Og. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the Og removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and og removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Boy, this damn officer terrible.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Look, I didn't find who the killer is. Sometimes you have to admit there just isn't enough to go on. That the pieces don't fit. Not yet, anyway. But I do know Johnny Gunn didn't kill his wife.
How can you be sure?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off
Should
Johnny's neck.
just to get the mission
But
over.
it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there...
Fuck no, he do it like Officer Gordon. Like Officer Gordon's nephew.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
What that damn Hitler stash you got.
Hey, rookie! Get over here! Time to rest.
Daria,
this
are you there?
He garbage,
Is that
I
you,
should have just
neighbor?
accused the husband.
Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet.
What about my damn business?
Are there any leads?
We spent most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
They had it when they do that. Shit, nothing. I'm going on my damn business. Guess so.
Look, whatever it is, I cannot help you.
Bitch. Make these bitch ass hostages. These motherfuckers like police in real life. They're racist against the robot people. It's off-brand Neo, nigga. This nigga 80% robot. This nigga sitting down robot. He shouldn't be tired. It said 40 gigabytes out of 74.6 gigabytes. Damn, Battlefield 1 almost 80 damn gigabytes. Oh yeah, all them updates. I forgot it has updated. It was like, damn, it was 50 something last time I played it. But it's 20 minutes. No, I'll try not to mess with the robot people.
Zresztą faktyrą, jak to zastawić.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Max Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Arc is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Arc didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell Tower? Just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
All the motherfuckers on the train be looking crazy. It depends on the area you go in. Some of them niggas might sneak up on you in the alley.
The DSD contained scans of the bomb's timing mechanism. It was a wristwatch, a local brand made by a man named Stanek. When I confronted him, he admitted his daughter might have made the bombs.
Great. So we have her in custody.
Stanek claimed he didn't know where she was. Look, I'm telling you, Ruzika's a dead end. It's part of the fake-out. The Alps are where we need to look.
This bell tower facility. How the hell did you find it?
Nothing was sitting right with me. After the ambush in Dubai and then seeing what happened to Rucker, I had to question our assumptions that Ark was behind everything.
What kind of decisions
So I did what any cop would do. Research.
I can't fault you for that, but I'm not sure I can buy it either. Chicane, how are you for fuel?
Could use a top-up.
Do it. You do this quick and quiet. Recon only. You do not engage. Am I clear? Don't even set foot inside that facility if you see activity. Contact me the minute you have anything. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I'll loop McCready in. Get him and the analyst to work up a detailed mobilization plan, if there's anything there. I'm trusting you on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that.
You really think this intel your CI provided will bear fruit?
I'm sure of it.
I've got to admire your confidence, man. You know, despite your obvious aesthetic handicap, maybe you've got some value.
Thanks.
Ready to go?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
It's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Yeah, fire it up.
initiated. Access granted.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with. Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Rocker was covered in it.
Rocker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
The Orchid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins.
That's why he kept his own homeboy. That's crazy.
Yeah!
If he found us, it means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain, what about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more, and those that ignore. Don't go bodies with this one. I'm not from this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague.
I need to meet with those Diwali peaks. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. The Diwali won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Picos last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friends.
Your ass up.
Chicane. Chicane, come in. Damn. How long have I been out?
I thought. There's one that I've come.
Miller, it's Jensen. I can't raise Chicane.
Jensen? What's happened?
I walked into an ambush. Chicane could be in trouble.
Fuck. I'll see if I can raise him. Was it the mercs from Dubai?
Yeah. And they were with Marchenko, their mole inside Ark. He admitted poisoning Rucker.
I'll call Leon. See how quickly they can get a team there. You stay low and find the exit.
Copy that. But these guys think I'm dead. Maybe I should take advantage of that and have a peek around. Might find out more about him.
Since these niggas just tried to kill me, I'm going in for the fucking kill. Fuck stunning me. These motherfuckers can go, cause that's their second time trying to let me the fuck out. wanna play their game, I can play the kill game. I ain't kill nobody since early in this free game either. I've been trying to let a lot of people in.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.